Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations on INGA. If you're just finding the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for your support. This reading is a special reading I'm doing for Libra for the eclipses that will occur in July. We have two eclipses. The first one will be at 20 degrees Cancer, will be on Friday the 13th of July, and it will be a partial solar eclipse. Then, it's on the back of the moon, by the way. Also, on the 27th of July, at 4 degrees Aquarius, we have a total blood moon lunar eclipse. Again, that's at 4 degrees Aquarius. So, this reading will be for Libra. This is for Libra Sun, Moon Rising, as well as Venus. This is for Libra elemental sign and energy, and is pertaining to the eclipses, what the Libra energy needs to know around these eclipses in July. We're going to look at love, money, relationships, and we're also going to look at business opportunities and career matters. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. For the July eclipses, what the Libra elemental sign and energy needs to know. So people needs to know. So Libra, let's see what's happening. I'm going to pull one of the good tarots at the end and read the book for the definition, so hang around for that. We have the Hangman, Major Arcana. This is a Libra not wanting to back down. This Hangman is representing the Libra not wanting to give in or back down. This can also be the Libra not wanting to change their mind about someone. I also feel like there's a group of Libras who have their mind set about someone, how someone is in a negative way. They're thinking negatively about someone, but they don't really have a foundation for it. And they don't want to change this. Not to judge, but there can be also a group of Libras who are kind of harboring some ill will towards someone, a situation, or a person. I feel like they're seeing more the negative side of something than the positive side. I also feel like this is some Libras feeling a bit sorry for themselves. This is coming out a little bit darker than what I would have anticipated with this Hangman, but let's see where it's going. So let's just see, this is the general energy here. They're not wanting to change their opinion or their views on something, but they're keeping it to themselves, by the way. We have the Princess of Pentacles. So again, it feels like holding on to, see how she's holding on to her wand and how she's looking kind of into a pool of light and ideas. I feel like very fixed in the ideas and even of the plans, not wanting to change plans or deviate away from plans. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is in the area of love, relationships. Seems to me like someone here is more so in the power position than the other one. This is a partnership issue, and there's a power dynamic. It's like one person is more often in the power position than the other one. And maybe the Libra is in this type of situation and they're willing to put up with it to their own deficit, like to their own loss, because they want to keep this person, they want to keep this. So they're compromising, possibly in ways that they shouldn't necessarily, but to them it's okay. To other people looking at it, probably they see it more so than the Libra is seeing it. I feel like the Libra is also making a lot of excuses if people are trying to come forward and say, hey, this and this and this isn't right. I see how this person treats you. It's like the Libra is making excuses and taking up for a person who doesn't really deserve their loyalty, or affection. So let's see what else is coming out here. We have the Nine of Swords. This is in the area of career matters. This can be a lot of Libra elemental signs on the eclipses feeling like they want to change. Like they come to the end of the road on their job. They're not sure what the future possibilities will be for their work or job, and therefore they might be feeling like they need to change something about their work or change their work to get more out of it. This can also be, I have turbulence at work, but it's not necessarily an office or work dynamic issue. It's more of an issue of just turbulence around the industry. So for instance, if you work on the stock market in July with the eclipses, we might see pressure in the stock market, and therefore this is what this would pertain to. It's more about the industry, the environment, the political climate, or the economic climate, and you work in this industry, and this is very stressful at this time, causing you a lot of stress. I feel like quick discussions and papers and writing and analysis and negotiations, trying to make agreements, trying to get agreements, and it's hard going. It's hard going because everyone wants to keep their views. No one's willing with this hangman here. I feel like people are very fixed, so it's taking a lot of negotiation to get changes. And we have the Five of Swords. So again, it's hard to find. It's really interesting because we have the Six of Pentacles, which is typically a card of sharing and giving, and then we have the Five of Swords, which, you know, in this one, not everybody can save face. You know, it's hard to find a win-win solution for the Libra. The Libra is looking, with these eclipses in July, the Libra energy is looking for win-win solutions that are hard to come by because everyone's very fixed in their ideas. So it's almost like someone has to win and someone has to lose. It's that kind of energy for Libra in July. Someone wins, someone loses. It's hard to find a wash where everybody wins or nobody wins. So let's see what else is coming. Look, we have the Nine of Swords 2 times now. You guys, I don't pull my cards as clarifiers. I know a lot of readers do. I do my cards as confirmation of the energy. So we have the Nine of Swords here again with the Hangman. So this is telling me, I'm going to pull these down so you can see this a little bit better. This is telling me yet again that there's this aspect of trying to find an agreement, having a very hard time to find an agreement on some type of matter. It could be also around your kids, and feeling a bit like you're losing this battle. But it feels like it's more ego-driven than anything else, if that makes sense. And I think the reading started off like that, so go back and listen to the beginning, but it feels like it's more ego-driven. And if you can trust the other person, you're going to do better to show goodwill with the Six of Pentacles and trust, even though it may not be coming towards you, that you're taking the first step towards this. It can improve the situation for you. We have Major Arcana, the Empress. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So again, you are going to gain more in this situation by showing trust and goodwill, even though the person may not reciprocate it in the Six of Pentacles. You're going to do a lot better with giving it first, being the first one to hand out that olive branch of peace. This can also be for negotiations, being the first to hand out an olive branch of peace, even though it may not be forthcoming from the other side of the house, from the other side. Interesting reading. We have Major Arcana Justice, and we have the Eight of Wands under the Five of Swords. I'm going to pull 3 of these for Libra because the energy is really interesting. Again, I feel like around the workplace, there's going to be a lot of quick and changing information and energy where people are finding it hard to make agreements because they have agendas. Everyone has their own agenda. It feels like a lot of people have their own agenda, so it will be hard to find agreements. And in the end, some matters related to work may have to go to a higher body to make a decision, because you can't make a decision between you. This can also be around family issues. If you're having a hard time to find an agreement between the two of you, you might end up in court. It might go in that direction if no one will yield. So I'm going to pull 3 of these. I'm going to read them, and then I'm only going to read one of the cards from the book, Libra. So let me go ahead and for the final take, we have Major Arcana, the Star. We have the 7 of Pentacles in relationship matters, family matters. We have the 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. And finally, for work matters and benefits, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think I'm going to go ahead and read the top the card for the head of the reading, card number 17, the Star. So after July, with this Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like you're going to have a better chance to find agreement on work matters than you will in the month of July. Maybe that is due to the eclipses. You will have a harder time to get everyone on the same page. Everyone with the 7 of Pentacles has their own agenda and their own ideas about how they think things should go. So try to put off heavy negotiations until August. For finally, we have the Star, number 17, inspiration. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I have experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. That reading was for Libra. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you again next month. Bye-bye.